Hey, Gemini, Intuitive Soul Coach here with your 2024 yearly reading. Welcome back to my channel if you are returning, and welcome if you are new. These are general readings. Please take what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you're interested in a personal reading, signing up for the monthly newsletter, or entering into the free reading giveaway, you can find all of that information in the description box below the video. All right, Gemini, we are going to dive into your monthly forecast for each month in 2024. And I'm getting right away here. This could be a big year for you to speak up, speak your world into being. This could be a really good year where you use your voice in your career, in relationships. I'm just getting here using the talents that you have, which you are an air sign. You're a great communicator anyway. I feel like you could really see some big changes when it comes to some sort of communication, when it comes to you understanding and also allowing other people to kind of feel you out or understand you. I feel really good with that. I also see that you're going to be working on your stability a lot in 2024. So this could be building your career. It could be maybe even your home life, whatever stability means for you, Gemini. I'm also getting kombucha. So some of you, maybe you just took a drink of kombucha. Maybe that's something you make, or it could even be something bubbly, or it has the flavor or the taste of kombucha. Please take that as it resonates. Now, what do we have here for January, Spirit? January. All right. You're definitely using the tools in your spiritual toolbox to help you achieve success, achieve happiness, achieve whatever intentions you've set out for yourself. You're going about it the right way, because it looks like January, you're setting the groundwork for, the rest of the year. January is like your blueprint, and you start off with the spiritual toolbox. So there could be a lot of you, you're waking up to your gifts. You may be diving into spiritual practices. You could even be taking some classes. Maybe you're reading self-help books. But this is a really beautiful energy to start off with. So Gemini, spiritual toolbox is showing up for you in the month of January. This is all about tarot or oracle cards. Maybe some of you are, getting a reading done by a professional. Maybe you're watching videos on YouTube. Maybe you yourself give readings to others. Again, or you're taking a class, maybe on tarot, oracle. Maybe you are meditating more, or you're setting the intention to meditate, to get clear, to create a sacred space. You have the Three of Inspiration, which is the Three of Wands, as the clarifier. So you've made some big choices in 2023, and I feel like you're going to reap the rewards in 2024. It's about staying optimistic. It's about staying patient, but don't take your eye off the prize. And whatever happens in 2024, because it's going to be a very interesting year, to say the least, but I feel like you are equipped with the tools that you need to get through anything, and you'll be quite successful. Now, on this Three of Inspiration, you can see that there's a dominoes effect taking place here. It's like you've set something into motion here, Gemini. And I also feel like you understand maybe the law of attraction. You understand karma. I feel like you're diving into the spiritual path more and more, and you're waking yourself up to more and more. Some of you have already undergone a major spiritual awakening, and now you're seeing the proof, like the proof is in the pudding kind of energy here. I feel like you're going to discern, you're going to get answers for yourself this year through going within as well, okay? Through going within. A lot of you are going to receive the answers. You're going to be dreaming a lot more this year. You may even be doing more, work on your own spirituality, even though we have entered into an 8-year. We just came out of a 7-year, 2023 equals 7, and that was a really deep, reflective, spiritual year for many of us. And 8 is a power year. It's about self-empowerment. It's about strength. It's about, self-control. And I do feel here that you're moving forward with everything that you've learned from your 7, from our 7 energy. and you're taking it into the next level here. So I really like January for you. So use the tools that you have, worked with. There could be new tools coming in for you, but keep your eye on the prize. And even though there are some things really panning out, it almost looks like you may even have a new direction, because you see that there's still this entire side of the dominoes that hasn't happened yet. So I feel like there could be a couple of paths to walk, a couple of new lifestyles, new life habits, some just beautiful new opportunities coming in. And then we roll into February. Wow, is this powerful? You got something here on your heart and mind, right? Heart's desires followed by the King of Wands. Wow. February could be the month that literally is all about the heart, all about love. For those of you that, of course, Valentine's Day is, I think, an extra hyped up day where we should constantly be, in our heart energy, or at least, loving ourselves and loving others. But this is about passion projects, Gemini, making decisions from the heart. It's all about heart health and a love for what you do, a love for the people that you're around. And you have the muse of inspiration, which is the King of Wands. Now, the King of Wands takes charge of his destiny. He is someone who does feel that passion and that inspiration from a heart-based energy. He's very passionate about what he loves and what he wants to, achieve, his goals. He's driven. He could be an entrepreneur. He could be someone who's a leader, successful, a spiritual influencer. And it doesn't matter if you're female or male. This is not gender specific, but it is more of that masculine energy of taking action towards whatever is, really activated in that heart center. So February looks to be a very powerful month when it comes to making decisions of the heart and stepping into it. And that could be getting, knocking down this other side of the dominoes that we see you setting up here in January, because I feel a lot of momentum. There's a huge wave of passion, a huge wave of inspiration for what it is that you do, or a relationship. Something here is really big stirring up within you, Gemini, and it looks beautiful. Now, in the month of March, we do have romance followed by the Two of Swords. So some of you could be making a very big decision in matters of the heart in the month of March. You may feel that head and heart pull. And it's interesting because we see that you're all in it. The heart's in it here, in it to win it, basically, in the month of February. But then there could be a little bit of, maybe second guessing or hesitation. But try to revert back to the energy that brought about, some big changes in February, and try not to second guess, okay? Because this may have to do with marriage. It could be a union, soulmate energy. It can be twin flame. It could be a strong bond. Maybe it's passion, trust, intimacy, desire. But I feel like you have a choice to make in regards to the heart. And that may be part of February rolling into March. For some of you, it could be mid-February to mid-March that this all could be happening here for you. If this is not a romantic relationship, which, we do have romance, but if this is a career opportunity, be sure that you make decisions, because this is something that fulfills you. It is something that inspires you. And it's something that you may even feel quite intimate about as well, right? Intimate about your work. But you may be asked to make a decision, but maybe you feel like you don't have enough information to do so. And maybe this is Spirit's way of saying you must trust. Even though you have that blindfold on, you must trust, trust in the heart to make decisions that are in your highest good. Okay, so some sort of commitment, romance, could be at the 4 center in the month of March and April. All right, what do we have for May? Going into Gemini season, we see that you are the magician here. There could be people around you. You have shadow work with the magician, so we're going to talk about the people around you, or also yourself, okay? Some of you may have worked through some manipulative or narcissistic tactics that people have played out in your life, maybe you yourself at times, but this is about you changing the trajectory, right? The Magician is all about using the tools, right? So we go back here to your spiritual toolbox, and the Magician has all the tools at their disposal. They have the wands, the cups, the swords, the pentacles. And remember to keep your eye on the prize, because this month for you, you've done a lot of healing work, and you may even be seeing that other people, maybe they have triggered you in the past, or maybe there's been other situations that have triggered you, but I feel like you are the one that is holding the wand. You are the one that is in charge here of your own destiny with the Magician, okay? Magician showing up is about personal power. It's about natural talents. And I feel people around you in the past have misused their power, but it's actually allowed you to look at some of your own wounding, some of your own shadows, and make new choices. Choose new directions, choose a new path. And we do a lot of this reflecting around our birth month, our birth dates as well, because we take a look at, everything we've learned in the prior year. And I just heard 46 and I heard 48. So some of you could be 46 or 48, or maybe that was a significant number. I'm also getting 37 is significant. Okay, so yes, you've had to look at some shadows here, but I feel like you are turning things around, and you're using the skills that you've acquired. Remember what we said in the beginning, to, to choose a new path. Choose a new path this trip around the sun. Because what do we have coming in for you in January, February, March, April? Oh, we have April. I skipped a month here. January, February, March, April. So April energy, April. So this makes sense as well, because it is right before your birth month. But you may be really processing things, right? It's almost like an April Fool's type of energy is what I get here for you. April Fools. But you're not letting anyone fool you or, play you. I feel like there could be some things that come out of the woodwork for you in April, but you know what to do. So kind of rolling into, I apologize, I skipped here. Some of you, that's symbolic. That also happened in Aries, because what's happening in 2024 is we're going to be jumping timelines like there's no tomorrow. We're going to see that, wow, we were just in March. How are we now in June? We're going to see that things happen quite quickly. On a global, political, economical, financial, personal, professional, we're going to see big shifts happening all around the globe. And there could be some significance around April into May for you, where it does feel a little bit overpowering or overshadowing. But remember, you're the Magician here. So going into now, May, January, February, March, April, May, your birth month, finances, and transformation. There's a big transformation coming in when it comes to your finances. You may have changed jobs because you have the death card. This is abundance. This is a big payout for some of you. Okay, maybe you'd gone through some of the shadows in the month prior. Maybe this has to do with taxes. It could be with alimony, child support, unemployment, job, whatever it may have been, or it is for you. You've undergone a major transformation. And I get for some of you, this does have to do with your beliefs around money, or your beliefs around, how you make a living. Do I love what I'm doing? Right? That's what we kind of see in February and March. Do I love what I'm doing? Am I making money doing it, or am I miserable? And I don't feel like you want to repeat some cycles. So if you didn't love what you were doing in the years prior, or if it felt like you were being taken advantage of, that's what's coming to an end this trip around the sun, right? We roll into your birth month, or the month of May. Some of you are born in June as well. But I am getting here that you are going to invest in things that are a positive payout, okay? You're going to invest in maybe a new income source. Maybe you have some sort of, again, fortune, windfall, inheritance, anything of that nature. Because I do feel with the death, this is a big energy. but I get that you're transforming your finances for the better. Okay. So you're transforming your finances for the better, but it may be that you have to end something of the past. Maybe you're finally paying off that loan, right? Maybe you're paying off a loan that you've had for quite some time, or maybe there's an ending to an old belief system around lack of mentality. There could be an old job that you're leaving in order to kind of go off on your own or do something new income source. So it looks really great around finances here, but something needs to kind of shed the old to make room for the new in the month of June. But they're going back to the overlap that we just did here with, with April and May. So it's like something actually, something could fool you, or it feels like I thought I had that in the bag, but I really didn't. And then in the month of May, or even towards the end of April, it's like something better comes in for you. So just keep that in mind, because I get that these energies are overlapping. It's like there's an exciting energy. I thought I had this. Nope. It's bringing up some old triggers, old wounds. But really, I'm the magician. I'm going to create what I set out to create. I'm going to use the tools that I've acquired. Remember back in January here, and I'm going to put an end to that negative thinking or that lack of confidence. So I feel like it's short-lived for you. It's literally probably within weeks. So it's not something that's going to be carried out. In the month of June, you have an awakening. You have a major awakening that may affect your foundation with the Four of Pentacles. This is like the Judgment card as well. This is the Phoenix rising. Yeah, this is you reclaiming your power, Gemini. I feel like this is rebirth. This is truth. This is spiritual enlightenment. Beautiful energy here for you. Especially, I get a lot of you, yes, this is your birth month in June, but it's also about you letting go of old, expectations. It's about you building a new sense of stability here. That's what this whole thing has been about for you. I feel like 2024 is a year of deep transformational change that is allowing you to kind of be who you've always wanted to become. Right? It's allowing you to use your voice, possibly, like we mentioned, speak up, bring about a sense of empowerment, of self-confidence that maybe you tried to find through people, places, or things in the past, and that's never quite worked. And now you're going inward, and there's a sense of confidence that you are reigniting within yourself. So this is definitely a year of personal transformation and of you, again, becoming who you've always wanted to become. Four of Pentacles here. Four of Pentacles is about, managing your resources, your finances. It is a need for stability. And a lot of you've gone through or will continue to go through this spiritual awakening that is going to allow you to shed the things that no longer serve you, to release attachments that may have been hindering your personal growth and development. All right, July 2024, there could be a lot of travel for you in July. Some of you're going to have a lot of options. Maybe you're putting yourself out there. If you're single, this is a really great month to meet people while you step outside of your comfort zone. This could be a really wonderful month to get outside, get in nature, explore new things, right? Camping, this could be hiking, getting out in nature, grounding your energy, but it's wide open spaces is going to allow you to explore some new opportunities, maybe even daydream a little bit. Daydream. This can be, I'm getting someone laying in a hammock reading a book. So maybe you even travel this month, or maybe it's just a really great month for you to work on some of your manifesting skills, right? What is it that I want? I would really recommend, excuse me, and you have double 7, July, and then the 7 of Cups. I feel like other people may have their eye on you this month. I feel like you're really putting yourself out there. July looks to be a very beautiful month when it comes to communicating. When it comes to meeting new people, traveling, exploring, you may have to narrow down some options because there could be a lot going on. Maybe there are a lot of events in the month of July, but you need to narrow it down because there could be 2 weddings in one weekend. You may need to ask yourself, well, which one, is more meaningful? Which one should I really do I need to show up for? And I feel like that could happen in many different areas of your life where you work on narrowing it down, but there are a lot of options out there. Okay, so July, beautiful energy. August, we have divine guidance followed by the strength card. So this is angelic support in the month of August. The angels are by your side and you're going to realize that you're stronger than you think you are. This can be about not letting yourself self-sabotage some really great things that are manifesting in your life. Gemini, when the strength card shows up, this is about you rising above. You can see that she's sitting on top of the lion there. So instead of sabotaging happiness or success, which maybe she has done in the past because she's had to become vulnerable, she's had to build trust between maybe herself and this lion. Maybe this is you in another. This could be you building trust within yourself, within the universe. But this is all about miracles. And so August is a really great month where I feel like your prayers are being answered. Beautiful energy. What I would be mindful of in the month of August is just be mindful of, self-saboteuring energies that show up or old beliefs, and pray. Go back to your spiritual toolbox. Pray, do the mindful work. This is knowing that you have support, that there is assistance out there. I feel like it's important for you to ask for signs and symbols. Take a little bit of time out for yourself. Try not to get in your headspace and know that you are loved, you are divinely supported, and you're stronger than you think. All right, September, body talk, followed by the Knight of Swords. So what I'm getting for a lot of you is it's important for you to really take note of how your body is responding or reacting in the month here of September. This is about loving yourself, because Knight of Swords, Gemini, this can be your energy of, overthinking things at times or researching. Maybe you have something going on with your body, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, and I feel like you're in go mode. You really want to figure it out, but try not to go down the rabbit hole of, you have some sort of ailment or symptom, and instead of really kind of tuning in and asking yourself, okay, what does this mean on a deep root level, on a spiritual level, you tend to go down the other rabbit hole of Google, right? And you type in your symptoms and you have every single ailment under, the blue moon. There could be some fear-based energies I'm getting around this, but ultimately, if you decide to stay open, not just, rationally and logically, I feel like it's a blend here of overall holistic health for you. Massage, this can be therapy, chiropractic work, it can be Reiki energy. Some of you, it's chakra healing, it's mental health, it's exercise. So I feel September is a really good month for you to get back into feeling good on all levels. So make sure you're taking care of your body this month, getting some rest, and just making sure you're not overworking or overdoing it, because that's what can create dis-ease, also known as disease in the body. All right, October 2024 for Gemini. Wow, there's a breakthrough. There's a breakthrough between maybe you and another person. Okay, there could be a breakthrough when it comes to some sort of mental conflict. Maybe that's part of the month prior. Maybe you were searching for answers. You were taking action. You were going to do what you needed to do here. And then boom, October comes and there's the breakthrough with the Five of Swords. This is a realization. There's some sort of discovery coming in here, a moment of truth, advancement, even an epiphany here. So when the Five of Swords comes in, this is about you choosing your battles as well. It's about you knowing what to focus your attention on, what is healthy, what is not, basically. And I feel because you're choosing the path, I don't want to say of least resistance, but in a way, it's like you are choosing the healthier option, or you're choosing to not go down that rabbit hole that we talked about, but instead you're being realistic, of course, about a situation. Fives, something that may have been challenging for you, maybe in the months prior, I feel like you're finally getting some sort of answer. You may have even been dealing with someone who was I need to have the last word type of person, Gemini. Maybe it was some conflict with a coworker, a lover, a family member, but I feel like there's going to be a breakthrough between some mental conflict that you were having with someone this month, okay? So October, there could even be an apology. There could be some sort of a peace treaty or peace offering here. I feel like someone may have really been a pain in your neck. Some of you, there is something around neck as well. Maybe hormones, hormonal, thyroid. It could be neck pain, disc, anything like that. Stubbornness, even inflexibility. Just take a look at, make sure health is on the forefront for you, Gemini, in 2024. But I feel like these are issues that you are resolving, okay? So taking a look at November, we have, Ascension. There's some communication, some message. And remember what I said in the beginning, this could be a really powerful year of you speaking up, of you communicating, using your words to maybe help inspire and help empower others. Maybe it's through starting a YouTube channel, a podcast. Maybe it's you just speaking your truth. It could be you rising up, right? Through that awakening, through that spiritual transformative awakening that you've gone through and that maybe a lot of you have still been going through. But what's been happening is you have been ascending. This is soul advancement. It's personal growth. It's awareness. And maybe this year you've really dove into some of those meditative or spiritual practices that you now look back on and you're saying, wow, that really helped me out in times of need. I'm so grateful I had that. So I feel like it's not like it's a crutch. When you're thinking of a person that's trying to heal from a leg or an ankle surgery, right? They may have to rely on that crutch for a bit. But I feel like this is a crutch. It's something that you can rely on, but you don't have to have that crutch. It's something that just comes naturally, right? You finally, yes, you've healed the ankle, but you still know that you have that support. You know that how to heal something. Okay, so that's kind of what I'm getting here for you. And you may want to pay attention. If you're wearing high heels in the month of November, just pay attention here because you can see that she actually has some sort of high heels on. But it can be a reminder to just watch your step. Try not to rush into anything, even though there's a lot of growth here, even though there's soul advancement. Try to just take things step by step because the Eight of Wands can be quite speedy, right? It can be travel. It can be the card of relocating. It can be a lot of velocity, a lot of action, right? It can be messages, communication. And we don't want to sidestep anything. We don't want to miss any important details along the lines of something that's really growing here for you. Yeah, and I feel like the high heels are just a reminder to watch your step, but you're doing great. You're looking good while you're doing it. You're feeling good, but you may have to stop and kind of rest at times because that climb to that ascension top can be exhausting, and just don't overdo it here. But I feel like some of you could actually be visiting a mountain, okay? Or maybe you live near a volcano, or there could be some sort of higher ground. Maybe you're flying in the month of November, okay? That you could be, again, near mountains, mountainous landscapes. I feel like this is a good time. I'm getting a little bit of conflicting energy, though. It's like stop, start, stop, start. So it's like there's excitement of something. Maybe you buy a home, but there's a lot of these hoops that you feel like you need to kind of jump through, but try not to rush. You don't want to miss any important details here. So pay attention to documents as well. Pay attention to, excuse me, details before you take a step or before you launch. This could be, again, a YouTube channel. Maybe you start a podcast or you already have one. There just could be a lot of growth. Overnight success is kind of what I'm getting here for a lot of you Geminis. So powerful energy. And you are wrapping up the year on a high note. Look at this. You have December. What perfect theme than letting go, followed by the sun. This is a big year for you where you're going to look back at the end of 2024 and you're going to say, wow, has this been a transformative, inspirational year? Some of you are going to find and fall in love. You could even get married this year. For others of you, there could be some significant endings that do take place, but these significant endings leave you in a position of, liberation, closure, empowerment, right? It's actually allowing you to come back home to yourself. This is also a year that you rely on, again, the tools, the spiritual tools that you have in order to get through some of life's challenges. Now, this is about liberating yourself in the month of December. Goodbyes, growth. Some of you could actually be leaving the country. Maybe you're leaving a home, leaving a job, leaving a relationship, or you're just leaving 2024 on a high note, right? With the Sun card showing up here. This is, it reminds me of the World as well. And this is about closure. It's like you're closing out this cycle on a really great leaf is kind of what I get here. I want to dive in and just clarify this Sun, because this looks really beautiful, but I want to see what this, some of you, you're going to be closing it out on a new, in a new home, I'm hearing as well, or in a new relationship, or just in a place of feeling good about how far you've come. Yeah, look at that. Wow, you have the Hanged Man, you have the Death card, and you have the Hierophant. So there's something unconventional that is taking place here for you. You're going to get rewarded for some of the sacrifices that you've gone through. Some of you were stuck in a little bit of a lull or stagnancy, or you just felt like there was a perception that you couldn't quite see things from a new point of view, or it felt like you had to go through, again, a spiritual awakening in a sense, because a lot of times the Hanged Man has the crown chakra illuminated. And I feel like you've gone through something quite big, right? A necessary ending here that may have took place in 2023. Maybe it is still, you're still working through it in 2024 here. You could be breaking free from traditional relationships, traditional ways of living your life, right? Maybe you're leaving a traditional job, going off on your own, building your own business. I feel like you're doing things, and that's beautiful, because that's what the year of the dragon 2024 is all about, is, it's taking a new approach, unconventionalism. So it's really beautiful that you're seeing things from a completely new perspective, and you're realizing that there were some big endings that needed to take place for you, Gemini, in order for you to do things differently, because tradition was maybe very valuable for you. And it's not saying that every single traditional belief or tradition that you have is being eradicated, not at all. But I feel like there's some big ones that absolutely were flipped upside down, right? Some traditional, again, relationships or traditional ways of thinking. Maybe you thought that, you wanted to be married and have kids, and maybe something came to an end that really shifted that belief or that perspective. Perhaps you thought that you had to be in this line of work because that's what you went to school for. Or maybe you had it in your head that you weren't able to retire, or you weren't able to fall in love. Whatever it was here, I feel like you're shifting it. And because you're going to end up in a way better spot than you could have ever imagined. So it looks like a lot of highlights for you. I really like the energy of January, Gemini, because again, you're moving forward using what you have, using your soul, your heart, your intuition, your mindfulness, your spiritual toolbox. And that's really the blueprint for whatever happens for you, the good, the bad, the ugly, the ups and downs, the roller coaster. It's going to allow you to have the opportunities to detach from things quicker than maybe you have in the past. I really love February. February looks to be almost like a heart on fire type of vibe for you. And I feel like there's A lot of sacral energy showing up here. There could be a lot of sensuality, a lot of passion, a lot of desire, a lot of creativity, a lot of romance, and even lustful energy as well. But because you have the King of Wands, you're definitely stepping into this power. It's not an itty bitty energy. This is a big, big fiery energy coming in for you. I also really like the energy here of May. Okay, May, you have the death and the finances. And even though death can be a very transformative time, I do see here that finances are going to change. They're going to transform. And I feel it is for the better because you're working on releasing. You realize that you are the magician of your reality here. Another month that I think is going to be a very powerful one for you is June, let's see, July and August, especially July. Okay, you have some options. There's something here with putting yourself out there in July, which I feel is going to pay off. 7 of Cups, you may need to, again, narrow a few options that you have out there, but I feel like you'll be fine. And then I would say definitely December looks very promising, very beautiful. Okay, you're letting go, you're ending the year on a high note here. And some of you could even be yogis. Maybe you're going to a yoga retreat. Maybe you are going to a spiritual retreat this year. I also get that some of you could be, having a job, a major job change, a job. Okay, they gave me facelift. Some of you are getting a job facelift. Maybe you are the one that is, the CEO or the owner of a company here, and you're giving your job a complete facelift. Or maybe you yourself have gone through some endings in career and you're making a new name for yourself. Maybe you're going back to school. I see education and knowledge could come in very handy. Some of you have already graduated and you're going to use what you've learned this year to make more money. All right, and what else do we have here? I get this sense of freedom, this sense of liberation. So I feel like 2024 for you is going to be a very liberating year. As we mentioned, some personal transformations where you really are living and stepping into that energy of who you've kind of always wanted to be, where you've always seen yourself. I feel like there could be some big shifts happening for you that really bring so much happiness, especially in December here. That's what I have for you, Gemini, for your 2024 monthly forecast. You may want to save this video to your, watch later, or come back to it throughout the year and see how it's panning out for you. I feel like you're definitely in a position to bring great success, great changes, great love, great passion into your world. Thank you so very much for tuning in, Gemini. If you like the message here, please hit the thumbs up button and drop in the comment box. I'd love to see what month you are looking most forward to. Let me know if anything stands out here for you. I'd love to hear it. Drop it in the comment section below. And thank you so very much for all of your likes, your shares, your support, your views. You do not go unnoticed. I am so grateful for each and every one of you here at our Intuitive Soul Tribe. Thanks for tuning in. Till next time.